time, and my son was only 12.
So this was definitely a while ago
Yeah.
where that has happened to you, and that you're a walking testimony. But that, I know that probably, thank you for sharing, that probably wasn't the ultimate goal to share with us like your personal story, but I'm sure that it can help somebody else who may not or may know, like what can they do, so it's kind of very enlightening. And you have been, that is traumatic, but at the same time, it seems that you have gotten more knowledge of reference to Lyme disease and how it can have a ultimate solution, for it. And you talked a little about, or actually we mentioned about Lyme disease and the awareness month. So that, do you know how that concept came about, or why we decided to do that? Somebody?
I think it just everybody, a couple of years ago in Canada, a lot of the Lyme patients got really upset with the government for not doing enough research, proper testing, which I would like to talk about a little bit eventually. But they wrote petitions to the government in Ottawa, the head of our country, and they just met with all kinds of government officials, and they said we want action. People are dying. They had testimonies from families of how sick their children can get this as well, how sick their parents got, how sick they were. Some of them were nurses as well, so they could talk the lingo with the health ministers as well, which was great. And they invested $4 million about 2 or 3 years ago into doing proper research.
Wow.
And then it became like a national and an international month. So in our province of Nova Scotia, in our government house, every May they light it up green in honor of all of the Lyme patients, and to bring out awareness, because now 10 years ago there wasn't such a problem with Lyme disease, and now every year, usually except for the pandemic, this year and last year, we usually have a conference, and physicians from all across Canada and Nova Scotia, and even naturopathic nurses, doctors, everybody comes in, and they do 2 days of education for the public can come. It's awesome. It's on the news. Really brings prevention, how to not even get bit by a tick, what the testing is, what the signs and symptoms are, and some treatments, which is fantastic. So we've come a long way since 10 years since I first got sick. I was on my own. So yeah.
Oh man, what a difference 10 years make, right? Yeah. And I'm glad you talked about the solution a little bit, and that there is, a way to push through this and